So while I was working on the anniversary battle videos, the 8 videos that you see on the channel, we got a little data download in between. So I chose not to worry about it. I figured I would just focus on the videos, which is why I am bringing this video to you now. We received a 47 megabyte data download on global, and this is for a Sandland crossover collab that is coming up. Now you might be wondering what the heck Sandland is. Well, to put your minds at ease, this is not some lost and found Dragon Ball IP that you missed out on, nothing like that. This is a completely separate thing. This is simply a crossover campaign that is set to arrive on both global and JP in actually just a couple of hours. So I could have dropped this video sooner, but like I said, I was working on the 8th anniversary battles, and at the time, I just didn't want to, stop to do this. So figured I would wait a little bit for Proton and everybody to drop their info. So now that we've got it, let's take a look at what is going on here. Data download for August 7th. Sandland movie release in Japan crossover campaign. Now this is a crossover campaign, not a collaboration campaign. A collaboration campaign is a little bit more involved when it comes to content on Dokkan, whereas a crossover campaign is a little bit more laid back. There's not as much happening, unless of course you look at several other crossover campaigns in the past. But in general, I wouldn't expect a whole lot from this. Of course, in just a couple hours we will find out, but I don't think that there's going to be a whole lot, especially given the fact that the data download was only 47 megabytes. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot happening here. But as you can see, we got AGL Beelzebub. So that is the new character. That is the main character from the Sandland franchise. We've got a wallpaper with Goku and Beelzebub together. This is the next IP in Toriyama's long line of creations, right? Like we had Dr. Slump, and then we got Dragon Ball and all those characters, and now we've got the Sandland crew. So we got a wallpaper and we got missions. What are those missions, you might ask? It's basically this. There's really not much more to it. So I would keep expectations very low when it comes to what is going to be dropping in this campaign. If we get something more involved, then that'd be great, but I doubt it based on the fact that the data download was so tiny. But it's just a handful of login missions. So don't think of this as any actual content. Now, what is Sandland, you might ask? Well, I literally don't know myself, so this is my first time reading this, but this is the plot. So the world is a desolate wasteland called Sandland, inhabited by humans and demons. I thought, okay. Water costs a lot of money, so the people of Sandland thirst constantly. An old sheriff asks Beelzebub to help find an elusive phantom lake. Along with Thief, they go head-to-head with the king's army and discover the truth behind many mysteries. That could not be more vague. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. It just looks like a steampunk, adventure. If you're into Toriyama's creations, then by all means, go watch this when it comes out. It should be coming out in a few weeks, although I don't know what's going to be dropping worldwide. I gotta be honest, I'm not particularly excited. I don't really have any opinions about Sandland. To me, it's just something else, like I'm just not too interested in it. No hate on it, I just don't really care for it. It's releasing in Japan on Friday, August 18th. A movie adaptation of Sandland, Akira Toriyama's famous one-shot manga. Oh, it's a manga. I didn't know that was actually a manga. I should have known. Sandland movie was announced on March 22nd, which designated as World Water Day by the UN. Sandland's story focused on the main water's quest to find a elusive source of water. So, it kind of hits hard with today's world, and I guess, so sure. This is the promotional material. These are the characters. They look very Dragon Ball-like, which is understandable because this is a Toriyama production. So here's something really funny. I think everybody thought this when we saw the clip. Deborah is in this movie. I don't care what y'all say. That's Deborah. I think we can all agree. That is Deborah. Look at this dude. And look at that dude. It's Deborah. It's like Deborah and Yema. The only difference is that the horns... Actually, the horns are the same too. The only difference is that it's more grown out. So here's my headcanon. Deborah was originally this dude, whatever he is. Satan? Maybe his name is Satan in the movie. And then Babidi, brainwashed him and then ripped off his horns because his horns are the source of his power, or it was the key to learning that his mind was being corrupted, and then he became this dude. That's my headcanon. I don't know. Make up your own. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So this unit is going to be dropping on both global and JP. JP is currently in the middle of their data download, their maintenance. So by the time they come out of it, they should also receive this, and you will obviously be getting the same info. This is the unit. This is the unit right here. There's nothing on the super attack. There's nothing on the passive, link skills, leader skill, nothing. This is simply just a commemorative collector's item. It could either be that, or it could end up being like a boss unit. I don't think it'll be a boss unit though, because boss units have to have like some sort of super attack info. So I really think that this is just a commemorative collector's item that would kind of be like this. If you guys were around back in 2018 for April Fools, I wasn't around during this time, but this was the April Fools character, and this character literally cannot even be put on your team. This is a character that is relegated to the Team X or the Slot X, the stuff on the far right of your box. which also includes like your Kais and your Hercule statues, you literally cannot use this character for any reason. I imagine this is probably going to be the same thing. You know, I don't think that there's anything more that they're going to do with it. Also, look at the stats here. I like this little nod here. August 18th, 2023. So the attack is 8, defense is 18th, and then HP is 2023. That is pretty cool. So this is all that we're going to get, I think. This and the wallpaper and some missions. Now, if we look back to various other crossover campaigns, they were a little bit more comprehensive. There was a little bit more going on. I can't exactly show you the full campaign details here because it doesn't show it all, but like this one had a banner. I don't think we're going to get a Sandland banner. Then the infamous Arale crossover. This one never came back since its initial release back in what, 2015? This is something, 2016. This is something that will always and forever bother me. I hate the fact that I can never get these characters. So if anything, full on copium here, maybe there's an opportunity for more crossover characters to come back in the future. The Arale ones definitely being one of them. I would love for those characters to come back so I can have them. I hate the fact that I don't. And then we got this. And this is kind of relevant right now, given that One Piece is going through some major hype right now. No spoilers in the comments, please. But with One Piece, there was a big crossover back in 2015. Now, I tried to investigate further as to why this dropped, and I asked my buddy Proton to help me out. We couldn't really find anything as to why this happened, other than this was a simple matter of collaboration to boost eyes and revenue on both properties. That was about it. So at the time, you know, Dokkan was just starting out. One Piece Treasure Cruise was also in its early stages. Both games have been around for a while. I think One Piece is a year older than Dokkan. I'm not sure about that one. But this was just simply a collaboration to kind of promote the game across both platforms, or both games. So this released in September. There were no missions associated with this, I don't believe. There were no characters obtained from it. This, what is this guy? Like Doflamingo. He was a boss, but you never got to use him. You got a Super Saiyan Goku character from it though, but that's a Goku character. So of course he's got stats, he's got, you know, value, but you never got anything from the One Piece side because it was just mainly to be like, hey, this game exists, go play it. And then over on One Piece Treasure Cruise, actually Treasure Cruise players, let me know in the comments, was there a Dokkan appearance over on that side of the game? Was there any like Goku boss or Vegeta boss? I don't know. Let me know. Then this is the other crossover that comes to mind. I actually started playing Dokkan when this one came out. I wasn't doing content, but I was dabbling in Dokkan when this happened. This was the crossover special campaign for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now for this one, there was a whole lot more going on. There was not just, you know, the celebration of Dragon Ball FighterZ release, but there was also a summonable Android 21. There was a story event. There was a lot of extra stuff that happened in here, which begs the question, will that happen again for Sandland? I don't think so. And that is why this one is classified as a special campaign. I also tried to look deeper, like why did this actually happen in July of 2018? Because FighterZ came out in January 26th of 2018. So in Japan, it released in January. Maybe this was just only able to fit here. I don't really know. So, you know, I was trying to find out more context as to why these crossover campaigns happen the way that they do, but I really don't know. So if you guys know more information, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. All of this was kind of before my time. This one was really when I just started Dokkan. So I can't really speak to much more than that. And then I even looked at like the DLC. January 26, 2018, March 28th, Broly and Bardock came out for FighterZ, May 31st, August 8th. Nothing. There's no 21 here. 21 was February 23rd, 2022. Are you serious? Oh, probably the original 21 was already in the game, but the lab coat version was February 23rd, 2022. So yeah, that's all I could find on FighterZ. And then FighterZ did have some missions. Clear, complete 10 of the FighterZ crossover missions, complete all 10, clear all stages, blah, 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 blah. So you get the point. You get the point. There's really not much happening. Keep your expectations very, very low. And when we inevitably do get the crossover campaign, if there's any new information, anything of value, anything of note, I will let you guys know. I don't think there's going to be anything, but stay tuned for more information. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on the Sandland crossover promotion? Do you guys think that it is a good idea for Sandland itself to have a Dokkan audience just kind of see the characters? Do you wish that there was going to be more? Do you think that there's going to be more? What are your thoughts overall about Sandland itself? Let me know your thoughts, your honest opinions in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.